Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to STA, Strike Team Alpha Gaming. Today we're going to be doing the very anticipated Batman vs Superman review. Crazy, I loved it. With me again is my buddy Steven.
What's up, guys?
And my buddy Gio.
How's it going, guys?
We're just going to talk about Batman vs Superman, what we thought about it. We're going to go into depth of each thing. Of course, spoilers at the end, so don't worry. We're not going to spoil anything if you guys just kind of want to brief, what was it about in the very beginning. Okay, expectations, what did you guys think?
Honestly, I went into the movie with semi-low, mid expectations because of all the negative reviews it got, and in my personal opinion, I thought it was okay. At the very least, okay. It had some good action sequences, and it had the potential to be something really good, but after watching it, you see all these different types of stories that are in the film, and it's not really well explained.
They tried to cram too much into it, into one movie. I mean, it was long enough to have enough.
I'll say this: the moviegoer in me was satisfied. It was entertaining. It was a good movie.
Yeah, entertaining as hell for sure.
There was nothing too didn't make me want to walk out, but it didn't make me want to clap and cheer. But the comic book guy in me, the guy who who watched cartoons growing up. Batman, Superman, these guys were like our childhood.
Yeah.
We loved these guys. I mean, it's people we looked up to, and they just, they didn't do a good job, I don't think. They really just didn't hit the nail of what Batman and Superman really mean to people, to the general audience, and that's what just really made me mad.
I mean, such colossal characters attacking each other, and they don't even let Batman have his own movie, which is ridiculous, I think, before even having the Batman and Superman movie.
They rushed it. Oh man. Okay, so what were some of your likes? Likes first.
My likes is actually, my first like was actually Ben Affleck. I actually thought he did a really, really good
I like
Batman.
Ben Affleck too.
He nailed down Bruce Wayne really well. He had the face, he had the look, he had the charm for Bruce Wayne. That was obvious.
He really did.
But when he got into the suit, he was gritty, man. He was brutal. He killed people in the movie.
Yeah.
And it was great.
I've never seen Batman this just.
Hardcore.
It's so dark.
Yeah.
He was so dark. I mean, we're not going to ruin too much, but he was. I mean, Ben Affleck killed the role.
Yeah.
I like that. Any other likes?
Wonder Woman. She was great. She does have a limited amount of screen time, but the screen time she was in, she was great. And I'm actually really excited not to see her own movie.
Me too. What about you, Steven?
I like the cast a lot. I thought Ben Affleck was good. I mean, some people complain that Henry Cavill maybe is a little wooden, but I thought he was good as far as Superman goes. I felt like his character was sort of the theme of the movie, kind of like God versus man. He played the God.
He played it pretty well.
Yeah, he played sort of every time he was walking, it was really slow, and he really was always looking down at humanity.
I agree. I absolutely loved the casting. Ben Affleck, I think, killed it. I didn't like Lex Luthor though.
Yeah,
man, it's not Lex Luthor.
He's too young.
It was interesting.
Jesse Eisenberg just looks like a kid, and
it's not even that. At one point Lex Luthor was young, but it's not the same character.
He wasn't intimidating.
Yeah, Lex Luthor. In the cartoons and the comic books, he's this strong stature.
Yeah.
He really likes imposing figure.
Yeah,
let's say
Kevin Spacey in Superman Returns.
Exactly.
Playing
Kevin Spacey.
Hey, come on, that was great. Playing Frank Underwood.
Yes, that's who Lex Luthor is. Frank Underwood. That's a good comparison.
A bald Frank Underwood. He's imposing, always leaning over people.
But no, he acted like Gio said earlier, the Riddler.
Yeah.
He acted weird and
smiling.
and he acted like the Joker almost, and it wasn't Lex Luthor at all, and he I don't know, he wasn't imposing. He was more giddish and childish almost. I don't know.
Yeah, it was odd for sure. It was odd. And he wasn't intimidating, and I couldn't take him seriously.
He felt like a little punk.
And don't get I don't know. Jesse Eisenberg was a great actor. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he's an Oscar-winning actor.
Jesse Eisenberg killed in The Social Network.
Yeah, he's a great actor, but
he played a great.
He played a great.
Out of all the
Mark
casting choices that have always been controversial, even when it goes back into the Nolan Batman, it's when they cast Heath Ledger as Joker. Everyone thought it was gonna be terrible, but he killed it. Same thing with Wonder Woman when they cast Gal Gadot as her, and she did really good. Same thing as Ben Affleck.
Yeah.
But I think this is the first L for casting choices, hands down. It's Lex Luthor as Jesse Eisenberg. It was odd. It was just really odd.
What'd you guys think about Doomsday?
I mean,
just from the trailer, because I don't want to ruin anything for the guys.
Yeah, just
appearance-wise.
I mean, kind of came and went, honestly. I mean, kind of. Lex Luthor was sort of.
I was not impressed.
He
by-
needed more spikes.
He needed more
If
spikes.
you
He
guys
needed just-
ever read The Death of Superman and you like seen what he looks like,
He-
he's huge spikes
He's
everywhere.
got massive spikes coming out of
His
everything.
face everywhere. It's
I mean,
crazy.
even like his
Yeah.
eyebrows, there was like
Yeah.
there's supposed to be spikes. I mean, anybody who's watched any cartoon or comic book knows Doomsday. Even the Injustice video game
Yeah.
nails him perfectly.
Yeah.
That's Doomsday. But in this, he just looked like a big troll.
Yeah, he looks like
He looked like a troll from Lord of the Rings.
Yeah. And part
Literally, like part one, Fellowship in Moria. That's who he looked like. Like,
yeah, the Moria troll.
it was like the artist was like, oh shit, I forgot to do Doomsday. Let me just draw, like, copy and paste from.
Call Peter Jackson real quick.
Hey, Peter, I need a favor.
I need that troll, man.
Alright.
I'm gonna need that troll again.
Who is this? Oh man, what did you guys think about the whole plot? Like the whole because obviously you know Dawn of Justice means Justice League. Wonder Woman's in it. I'm sure you guys heard like little like spoilers that you know some of the other superheroes in the Justice League make small appearances.
Yeah.
What did you guys think about that?
I thought they had good plot. Like, I felt like at the beginning of the movie, you're gonna have to like, you know, you're gonna give Batman a motivation for wanting to fight Superman. Like that was sort of the key imprint. And I thought they really, you know, said like his building was getting destroyed. Like
Yeah.
you really see Superman as like a alien, like a god basically. And like I think they gave him like clear motivations. They had really good build up all the way to the fight. Like, I
Yeah.
felt like it was slowly rising.
I think
up,
it's
like,
slowly rising
good,
too.
Good
What about
rising
you?
action.
I mean, they had, like I said, that was a good reason why Batman really didn't like Superman because, I mean, I'm sure everyone knows the way the movie starts. Obviously, the movie is based off of what Superman did to Metropolis and Man of Steel. He destroyed it.
Yeah,
And,
pretty much everything's.
so, I mean-
yeah, he definitely destroyed.
Yeah, it was pretty bad. But like, no, yeah, it gave Ben Affleck, it gave Batman a really good reason why he should be worried about him, obviously, because he's pretty hardcore, man.
Speaking of destroying everything, of course, Zack Snyder again in this movie just everything just destroys.
Dude,
Yeah.
like.
People don't even know. People are like, hey, Zach, just take it easy.
I
with
remember
destruction. He's
that.
like, yeah,
I just-
got it, guys, no destruction.
I just imagine like
everything fucked
I
up.
just imagine people in Metropolis, like in the skyscraper, just see it happen. Like, man, not fucking again.
I would
This
move.
sucks.
I would move cities.
This city sucks.
But they do try to justify it towards the end. I don't want to give anything away, but there's some lines that they say that like kind of throws it out there. Oh, there's not that many people out there. Don't worry.
True.
There are,
Yeah, you're
Yeah,
right. You're right. I do remember that.
It's almost it's
I do
pretty
remember.
much
It's a
empty.
shipyard.
Yeah,
It's
it's
basically
empty.
empty.
So-
Like, all right.
Yeah.
They try to justify it, so
Yeah, like that's the market district.
it's Saturday. It's
Saturday. I know one's there. Oh yeah, it's
It's new.
30-story buildings. Just no one's there. It's fine.
They're all left.
We'll pay for it. No big deal. One last thing I want to hit on is length of the film. For me, honestly,
I
I
feel
thought
like
it was a little long.
Mhm.
There was some
A little
scenes they
long.
could have taken out. Like it just wasn't necessary.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it never felt like I was bored. I never really like wanted the film to end. A little towards the end, though, I guess it sort of like it kind of like felt like
It was about to end, but it kept
each
going.
scene
Yeah.
would end the movie.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
Another scene.
Yes.
And then,
Yeah, I
like,
thought the same thing.
You're like, oh,
Another scene.
this is
Yeah.
fuck. Nope. It's
Yeah.
just.
I mean, they're trying to like close all like the lines. You know, have like, you know, I liked it when they had the painting flipped up. You know, just a little like callback.
That was- yeah,
that was
just
cool.
subtle.
Just some stuff in the beginning. I feel like they could. We're gonna talk more about it in the spoiler section, but just some stuff in the beginning. I think they could take it out. I mean, it's what was 2 hours 30 minutes.
Like
2 hours 30.
37.
Yeah, it was a lengthy film.
There's some stuff. There's some scenes that you can just be like, oh, pick that off.
And
That
then,
wasn't really necessary. That really wasn't necessary.
Which is crazy too. Is the extended version? The DVD is over 3 hours long.
Yeah, they have IMAX.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
3 hours.
What?
Yeah.
What the fuck? What is it? What is in there? I don't understand.
More buildings destroyed.
Honestly, man. I mean, the guy called up Peter again. He's like, hey, how can I make my movies longer? You did a great job. The Hobbit was real good.
I want to add
Oh,
a troll.
fuck the
I
Hobbit.
want to add more armor on this. troll. How do I do that?
Oh.
Who is this?
I don't know who you are.
Zack Snyder.
Okay, so
Snyder.
before we get into the spoiler section, and we're gonna go into a lot of depth about different scenes. There's a lot of like flashbacks in there. There's a lot of characters that we're really gonna talk about. So like stay tuned. We're gonna get a lot more like just into it. But before we go, final ratings and would you recommend this to someone?
Out of 10?
Out of 10.
Out of 10, based off of, alright, I'll give it like this. If you like Man of Steel, you're most likely going to like this movie. If you're decisive on Man of Steel, you're going to be the same thing with this movie. From scale to 10, I'd probably give it like a solid 7.
7.
Yeah.
Okay. How about you, Steven?
I mean, principal job of a movie is entertainment.
Mm-hmm.
Did succeed on that.
Mm-hmm.
I'd say 7's a good rating.
7?
7 is.
Okay. For me, I'd say if you're the casual moviegoer and you're like,
You'll like it.
You'll
Yeah,
like
for
it.
sure.
No,
For sure.
it's
entertaining.
It's entertaining. It's a good movie.
Yeah, I was
It's
never
above
bored.
average. I give it a 7, but if you're into comic books and you grew up watching Superman and Batman and you know who they are and what they represent, man, it's a 6 for me.
Yeah,
honestly,
definitely.
it's such a disappointment at some points.
Yeah, and no after credit scene.
Yeah, none.
No
in case
after
you're
credit
watching
scene.
it,
And if you think about it,
No one
that's
knows.
the stigma now, or like that's the status quo
Yeah.
of
Yeah.
superhero movies. You wait until the end.
They're just
And
gonna add another Justice
did you
League
hear?
movie.
I'm not sure if it was your theater because we saw it together. You saw it, the one before us. Everyone at the end, when there was no
Yeah,
uh,
lights came on.
lights came on, everyone was like, "Oh, yeah, that was dumb."
Bullshit.
That's not the last thing you want for
Yeah.
your viewers to go out saying, "Oh, that's bullshit." Like that. Oh, what a waste of
Yeah,
time.
I mean, if we're expecting it, might as well just throw something in.
Right?
There, you know,
Like,
just,
but that's how Marvel is just dominating DC right now, and I mean,
yeah,
DC fans,
because they
sad.
always anticipate something.
Right.
And
There's
it's
always,
not just one.
there's
extra
always
credit,
something
there's
else
always
coming.
like 2. There's one like between the credits and one at the very end.
Yeah,
of the credits.
exactly.
Like
Like,
in 10
especially Deadpool.
Like-
Deadpool's like, what are you still doing here?
Yeah, yeah.
Go home.
like in 10 years, the Avengers movies are gonna have like 30 superheroes.
Honestly,
They're just
like,
all gonna be fighting
I
like.
mean, the whole like
Fighting-
universe
fighting
going in.
God.
We're gonna talk more about that in the sports section, but yeah. So final rating 7 out of 10. 7 out of 10.
7, yeah.
I'm gonna go 6 out of 10, honestly.
Well, go watch it.
But go watch it.
Go
Yeah,
watch it.
definitely.
Go watch
I
it.
think it's above 5.
So if you're not going to see the spoiler section, which is coming up right after this, just turn it off right now, end it.
Yeah.
Thanks for coming out, by the way. Enjoy the movie. Let us know what you
Okay.
think in the comments. Feel free to come back, and then once you see it, come back and then listen to our spoiler section, and you're going to
Yeah, see if you
really
agree with
appreciate
us.
it. So yeah, see if you agree and,
Yeah.
and give us your rating. We'd really like to hear it. So yeah, Steven, Gio,
Bye, guys.
I'm Hisham. Thanks for
Bye,
watching, guys, and stay tuned for the spoiler section right after this. All right, guys. Thanks for sticking around for the spoiler section discussion. I know some of you guys had already left, but if you're coming back after the first part, if you've seen it already, thanks to that. So we're just going to be talking about the spoilers, what we thought about it. I gotta say, comic book in me, Zack Snyder, you fucked it up. You ruined Superman. You literally ruined Superman by making him die in the first movie, pretty much. Why?
Yeah, die.
Like, okay, yeah, and
Stupid.
you didn't even have the balls to like just let him die without that
Yeah.
stupid scene at the end with little dirt flows up. Like,
Yeah.
we all know Superman's gonna come
Yeah,
back.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
everybody who's anybody knows Superman's gonna come back.
Yeah.
God, pissed me off.
Yeah.
God
Honestly,
damn
personally
it.
feel that Doomsday was not even necessary for the film.
He
was-
just he
was just there.
came and went.
Yeah.
10-minute scene where for some reason he's the main antagonist now. It's
Doomsday
fucking
Doomsday
stupid.
is one of the most powerful villains. Like,
Yeah.
he kills Superman in the comic books. Why would you have that in the very first movie? Get another villain out here. Get like
Yeah.
Brainiac or
You got
somebody.
Lex Luthor, like, you know, first, second Superman movie, and 2 fucking arch villains there. Why? Wait.
What's the point of that? I
Wait.
don't understand. What are you rushing for?
Yeah.
I know why you're rushing. You want to catch up to fucking Marvel.
Yeah.
That's why you're rushing all this shit.
Stupid Zack Snyder. He's
God,
next to Justice
do
League
it
movies,
right.
too.
Do it right, and it's so much better. Look at Deadpool. Deadpool did it perfectly. They stuck to the character, and everyone loved it.
And they had the balls to keep it going for they made it almost 10 years to make that movie, and it paid off perfectly.
It did.
And,
It
like,
paid off.
You guys, they're just rushing in that.
WB and Warner Brothers. I mean, that is Warner Brothers and DC. They're like, fuck. Marvel's making these, hit after hit. We need to step our fucking game up.
Just
But
start making R-rated movies, honestly. They should make Batman vs Superman R.
speaking of
Think about
R-rated,
that. That's a fucking.
yeah,
That'd be crazy, you know?
Yeah. Speaking of R-rated, Batman was R-rated. In this
Yeah,
movie.
he was dope. He's crazy.
He killed like what? At least 10 people. Okay, so what do you think about Batman?
I really liked it, honestly. He was actually one of my favorite highlights of the film. He was really brutal. He didn't give 2 shits about anything, man. Like, he knew what he wanted to do, and when it came to,
Buff as
like,
fuck.
yeah, he was huge.
Yeah.
Dude,
He
Ben
packed
Affleck
on,
was
He had like a 10
massive.
yeah, he packed on an extra 20 pounds of muscle for that
like a
film.
10-minute Rocky montage. Like he's
Oh yeah,
training to
there's
fight. Training to
there's a
fight
montage of
Superman.
him just working out, and you're
Yeah.
like, wow, that ice, he's pretty
Big.
swole.
Watch
He
out,
got big.
Superman.
He got big,
And
but
then, and then like the first 10 seconds of being Superman, he does that little like remember
Oh,
when
yeah.
Superman does that little like wrist flick, and like Batman goes like 40 feet back.
That's so
he's
true.
Like, so strong.
He like works out everything. The first thing,
Pointless.
Superman just kind of goes, "Hey,"
Yeah.
and then he goes way out,
Sorry,
40
man.
feet.
Didn't mean to do that.
No, but Batman was dark.
Yeah, he was.
He was dark. He kills people.
Yeah.
I feel like he just. If you're used to the Batman of like, he doesn't kill anybody. He has a
Nah.
moral code and everything.
You're gonna be pissed.
You're just gonna be like, what the hell is going on? I
Yeah.
don't understand, but I love this suit though.
Yeah.
His suit was sick. I really liked it.
I loved it.
And I thought at first the whole voice thing was gonna sound weird, but it didn't sound that weird to me.
And I honestly feel like it made sense.
It felt
like,
necessary
yeah.
with the kind of outfit he
Because
had.
the older Batmans, he had, obviously Christian Bale had to do the whole. Yeah. But like, if you think about it, with all the technology that Batman has, you would think that he can make this a voice changer, so he doesn't have to strain his voice.
Right.
It just made sense to me, and
It really
it didn't distract you or anything, and actually, it
it's-
sounded good.
It sounded it's fine. I mean,
Yeah.
because in the very beginning too, Alfred.
Yeah.
He was played by Jeremy Irons. Well,
Yeah.
I did a good good Alfred.
Yeah, he's a little,
He was like a little wise.
a little more
He's very
sarcastic,
hands-on, very
right? A little
hands-on.
more, yeah, a little more of an asshole.
I know. I think Jeremy Irons played perfectly, but the thing is, Batman, it was very different in this movie because he doesn't really have a moral code. He doesn't really.
No.
He doesn't really listen to Alfred. He doesn't really care about killing people. But then it's kind of contradictory, hypocritical too, because he gets mad at Superman. The main part because like he destroyed Metropolis. He killed a bunch of people.
Yeah.
Like where's your conscience of killing all these people? But then
Feels like his,
he
like-
kills people. He
Yeah.
kills like at least 15 people in the
I
movie.
feel like his sort of plot drive is a lot more like vengeance based, which obviously adds to how dark he is, and that's the point. The reason he's going is like sort of vengeance, like
Right.
Almost, I mean, when you really break it down, like the first half of Batman, he's practically the same as Lex Luthor. I mean, he kills people not on the scale Lex Luthor did. He still kills people. Like he's determined to prove that Superman doesn't belong. That he's an outcast.
I agree. Okay, let's talk about the dream sequences. There was, I think, total of 3.
There was three.
The nightmare scene in the desert.
Oh,
The dream at the computer.
and they dream with his mom's coffin, then a big bat comes out. Remember?
Yes,
Yeah,
that's the
yeah.
third scene. That's the third scene. That was weird. That bat. Did you play Arkham Knight?
Yeah, it was
That- was it the same bat?
It looked like Man Bat.
It looked like Man Bat.
Yeah.
It honestly did.
Bat.
Yeah.
That's a superhero.
No, he's a
He's a villain.
he's a scientist.
Yeah.
I think Dr. Henry something.
He drinks the potion that turns him into a bat.
No. He's like doing
Yeah.
like experimentation with humans and animals.
Bats.
And he did it with a bat, and he becomes like a man bat.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He looked just like it though.
you really did. I'll
Yeah.
that's
That might be. That might be.
But okay, let's talk about the nightmare scene. We say nightmare scene because that's what the comic book. It's the nightmare, like a nightmare with a K, because that's his outfit. But what did you think about the nightmare scene?
I thought it was cool, but like it didn't make any sense honestly to me.
Yeah, I don't think it made sense because y'all being like reading the comic books and stuff, like being someone like me who never read the comic books, which is a good percentage of people.
Oh, yeah.
They throw in scenes like that you're like, oh, you have to read the comic books to understand that. Oh, well, I mean, it shouldn't be in the movie then. If there's so much other
Yeah.
stuff that I have to read to figure out what it's
It was.
about.
Just, I felt like it was just too elaborate for like people to understand
It was,
what's going on.
It
It's
was like going on for 10 minutes, and I was like,
'Cause-
man, if this is a dream sequence, it's a
yeah,
long
because
fucking
they
dream
It
dream,
was.
sequence.
they dream he's looking for the kryptonite.
Yeah.
And then all of a
Ends up being
sudden,
betrayed.
yeah, he's being betrayed because Superman. He's obviously like the ruler. I'm assuming he's the ruler because the guards have his patch on him.
Yeah, and they're
But there's like when you see it when it does like a pan out, there's a huge Omega symbol, and that's if any comic book fan knows that's obviously the sign of Darkseid.
Yeah.
And but like I just don't understand how he would know that. Like if he's never heard of anything like that, he's never I just don't
Yeah.
understand
Yeah.
why they made it into that.
Unless you read the comic books and you're into that, like that when you see the Omega symbol, you know that's Darkseid. When you see the flying henchman, that's Darkseid's henchman. And we were talking about this earlier, like that this might be like the pathway to Injustice with Darkseid coming in and
Who's Darkseid to the viewers? who
Darkseid
don't
is
know?
he's from a planet. God, what's the planet? God damn it! I'm gonna put it in little subtitles on here.
Darkseid planet.
No. He's a ruler of a planet pretty much, and he comes and he pretty much is Superman's nemesis.
He's one of Justice League's biggest enemies,
No,
hands
he's
down.
he's very very powerful.
Yeah.
But pretty much, it goes hand in hand with the other dream sequence. If you remember, where Bruce Wayne, he's sleeping on the computer, and there's this is the weirdest part of the scene where this guy comes out of nowhere, and he's like a ghost kind of. That's actually the Flash, by the way.
It's Flash.
Because if you can see his sign, the little thunderbolt, and he's wearing red, and his name's Wally, so you can kind of, and Flash goes through time. And pretty much he's like, hey, Lois is the key, because that's Superman's real weakness. If you fuck with Lois,
Yeah.
he's gonna get pissed off.
Or his mom.
Or his
Dude,
mom.
yeah, that scene
Dude, this
was
is the second time they did the whole mom thing. Are they gonna do it for the next one too?
I'm
Lex
sorry.
Luthor had some balls though when he was like, "I have your mom," and Superman just looks at him.
Oh my god!
I was like, damn,
Yes.
man, you got
Dude.
some. You got some balls.
He had some balls to say that. I would never do that.
Yeah,
to
Superman just looks at him and starts coming forward.
But I guess that's props to like Lex Luthor's character because he's confident in his plan.
Yeah.
But so as I was saying, the whole dream sequence with Flash coming back saying Lois is the key. That's the key to stopping him. So I think it's Darkseid somehow manipulates Superman to thinking like Batman killed Lois, and that's what makes Superman pissed off. So either Superman's the ruler, and that nightmare scene, or maybe he's like with Darkseid, like a henchman.
So wherever the Flash is coming from, obviously something went down because he's the only one that could travel through time and everything. So he's pretty much giving Bruce a warning, and obviously that's the tie-in to one of the tie-ins to the Justice League. So like Hisham said, you don't know if it's Lois dies later on in the future, and that's what pisses off fucking Superman and makes Superman super crazy and kill everyone. So that's why he also says fear him, and he also says find us. So he's obviously talking about Cyborg, himself, the Justice League. But it just felt really, really out of place, the scene. And then he never thinks about it again. Bruce, like he wakes up, he's like, all right, and that was it.
He's like, well, that was a fucking weird dream.
I didn't
that was
understand.
it.
I mean, there was no dots for someone like
nothing
Bruce.
at all.
Like,
It was literally there just to tie into Justice League.
Yeah.
That was it.
Again, I feel like they're just stretching it
so,
out.
Yeah.
so much information. Like
They're trying to get to like the Justice League, but they're just doing it too soon.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have made at least another Man of Steel, called like some Krypton or something. You could have made another Batman.
definitely make a standalone Batman.
Yeah, standalone Batman.
Yeah, that's ridiculous.
Make a Wonder Woman too before you release this. Cause
Those three movies should have came out before this movie, honestly.
honestly, because this is pretty much Justice League 1.
Yeah.
Like, this pretty much.
Basically,
it's the beginning. Okay, speaking about other superheroes being the cameos that we're going to talk about. So they showed there's one part where Wonder Woman's looking through the whole like list of information that Bruce Wayne got from Lex Luthor, and it shows the three superheroes. I didn't know who the third one was. The first one was they showed Aquaman.
Aquaman, yeah.
And the Flash. I didn't know who the third one was, but Gio told me it was
Cyborg.
Okay, so that was Green Lantern for some
Yeah.
reason.
Flash is played by Ezra Miller. I didn't know that.
Yeah, which is interesting. He's in The Perks of Being a Wallflower.
Yeah, he's been
Oh,
around.
yeah, I know. I have heard of that.
Nothing
Okay.
major though, but
I have heard of that.
He's been around some time.
But honestly,
Reminds me of
I
Adam
thought the Aquaman was dumb.
Yeah.
He's just
he's
just chilling
He
on
was
the boat.
floating
He's
for
just in
too
the-
long.
He's in a crashed boat and
And like at first you only see his
Yeah.
eyes. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
that's kind of cool. And all of a sudden, he kind of comes forward.
Yeah, and
and then you see him. And you're like, oh shit, okay, Jason Momoa. I knew that he's gonna be Aquaman, but he's just floating there.
He
Like,
floats there.
He's just coming forward.
he
He's like,
literally
"Yeah, Catman?"
floats there until his hair comes out so you can
Yeah.
see his blonde hair.
He's-
And then he stabs it and
Yeah.
woo,
I mean, it reminded me of the Zoolander part where he's like, like a
just
mermaid.
like-
Yeah.
Merman. Like it was so dumb, and all of a sudden he like flies away. That was so
It was
stupid.
pointless.
That was so dumb.
The whole little files thing, because the whole time Lex
they
has
just-
been he's researching other metahumans and he has files on them.
Yeah.
So he had the reason why Wonder Woman's in the movie is because she knows that Lex has a picture of her as Wonder Woman from like 1918 back in Belgium. So she's out to get it.
Yeah.
And then
Apparently she's like 5,000 years old.
yeah.
5,000,
So she gets her hands of it and she goes through the files and he has like there's a surveillance video of the Flash in the convenience store stopping a robber.
Yeah.
That's how they show him, which was okay, I guess.
Yeah, I
It's cool.
mean
It was quick. You
Yeah.
don't really see anything. He just whoop, whoop, and that was
Makes
it.
sense. Flash.
Yeah.
It's okay.
quick.
The only
Aquaman's
cameo,
stupid.
Aquaman is lame. The
Yeah,
only cool
Cyborg.
cameo was Cyborg because they kind of pretty much show him being made.
Yeah.
Cyborg, I don't know a lot about him, but I know his name is Vic Jones, and he used to be a football player.
Get
And
injured, right?
yeah, I don't know what they're gonna do if they're gonna change his origin, but he does get injured, and he's literally against this. He's like an arm,
I'm
a torso,
surprised they
and a
have
head.
Cyborg, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
It's gonna be
he's
low-
not part of the
low
original
level.
Justice League, is he?
Not the original. Not the
No,
original.
yeah, because
He's
it's
a
Green
Teen
Lantern
Titan.
as
He's
well.
a Teen Titan.
Teen Titan. Green Lantern as well, and there's Dawn Jones, the Martian, Manhunter, and
How's that?
Hawkgirl.
Yeah, I don't know if she's like a OG.
Okay, yeah, maybe she's not OG, but yeah, I honestly thought the whole Jason moment thing was so dumb.
Yeah.
They just gotta shovel as much stuff.
That's
material
literally
in
what
the
it was.
movie.
Shove as much shit down your
Yeah.
throat. It's just so dumb.
Yes, here's a superhero. Here's
Yeah.
a superhero. He's a superhero. You just never stop.
It really doesn't. And again, hitting on Lex Luthor again, I can't stand Lex Luthor in this. It's
Yeah.
not Lex Luthor. It's not.
Yeah, but still, Jesse Eisenberg's so good that like you forget that's not the character.
I mean,
he kind of creates his own Lex Luthor, but
if
still,
this-
if you want to go with the comic books and how he's actually portrayed,
Yeah.
most likely. But
Because
I think he does good on his own though.
Because I think it ruins the relationship between Superman and Lex Luthor. Because Jesse Eisenberg plays just an odd character. It's not like because in the comic books and in the cartoons, they're both strong individuals. Like neither of them is willing to back down. They're always butting heads. But in this one, Lex Luthor more felt like a
He's like scared.
in a weird way, yes, and he more felt like the Riddler, like the way he was like taunting Superman, like doing this, like it wasn't the Lex Luthor that I was expecting. I mean, if this was another movie and he was a villain and his name wasn't Lex, I'd be like, that's a cool villain. He looks
Yeah.
kind of cool. He just acted too much like the Joker, to be honest for me.
Yeah.
And like him being like Superman's arch enemy, and he's in a movie Batman vs Superman. Like I feel like Lex Luthor's like an imposing force enough to like he should be in the standalone Superman movie.
definitely.
He probably will be because they're probably gonna bring him back. But I think he's like.
I think they're gonna
Superman's-
bring him back for Brainiac
Yeah,
and Lex Luthor
which could be possibly the villain in Justice League. We
Yeah.
don't know.
or
That
Darkseid.
movie- that movie will probably come out in like 3
That's the only three I can think of: Darkseid, Doomsday, and Brainiac Lex Luthor combo.
Yeah.
Because anybody else is not powerful enough
No.
for the Justice League.
No.
Think
no.
about it.
Yeah, he's gonna fight Superman. Did you get like
Yeah.
another Superman?
Oh, and one thing I
Yeah.
thought was what you said?
Did you get another Superman?
Bizarre.
Like Bizarro, yeah. I honestly thought Bizarro was in the trailer when they had the whole nightmare scene.
Yeah,
I thought
yeah.
that was Bizarro,
Yeah.
which I thought would be pretty cool.
No idea who that is.
Like
It's just like a.
Is he like a pirate?
Pretty much like
Bizarro?
he's
like a-
Superman. He has the power of Superman. He's a upside down S.
Oh, so he's like
Or
a.
backwards S?
Yeah,
Backwards S.
He's like the negative Superman.
yeah,
pretty much.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
think of Reverse Flash.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty much.
He's an asshole.
He kind of looks like a
He's
like
kind
a
of
zombie.
retarded. He's kind of an idiot.
Yeah, yeah.
He's very slow. He's like a
Yeah,
zombie.
He looks
kind
like
of.
kind of like a zombie.
Like Solomon Grundy, but like
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
just
yeah,
a
yeah,
little,
yeah.
not as big a stature.
Yeah.
One thing I thought was really cool was how they alluded to because at one part in the Batcave, well, it's not really a Batcave, it's like his mansion or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Underground they have
Bat basement.
Bat basement, the BB, the Bat basement. They have the Batman's old suit, and on it, I guess Joker wrote it saying the laughs on you.
Jokes on you.
Joke's on you. Okay, I think that's referring to maybe the Killing Joke
No, I thought it was
or the Nail.
when he killed Robin.
Right.
Was Death in the Family?
Isn't it Killing Joke?
Mm-mm. Killing Joke is when Wait, is it Killing Joke?
Yeah, it's Killing Joke. Kills Robin.
That's Killing Joke.
Yeah, that's Killing Joke.
Oh.
He
So
kills
it's
Robin.
Robin died.
The first
yeah,
Robin.
Robin.
They killed
No,
her.
the second Robin.
No, yeah, the first Dick
They
Grayson.
killed
my
Chris
bad.
O'Donnell.
Second one
They killed
was
Chris
No.
Chris
Not
O'Donnell.
Chris O'Donnell.
God damn it.
Not Chris O'Donnell.
Yeah, Dick Grayson, and then it was Jason.
Yeah.
Jason. The
Yeah,
third one was.
The Joker kills
Wait,
the second Robin.
And they keep on dying?
No.
No,
Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing.
Dick Grayson becomes Nightwing. The
Okay.
second one, Jason something.
Joker like beats him with a crowbar and blows
And
his
kills
ass
him
up.
up. Kills
Yeah.
him. And pretty much the whole joke, or not the joke, but the whole thing is Joker's like, yeah, you can lock me up in prison. We're going to keep doing this over and over again. I'm going to keep killing people you love. And that's from Batman. She's like, all right. Kills them.
You can do it anymore.
But
Do the death
I'm
note.
curious what you guys think, how this is going to tie into Suicide Squad.
Yeah.
What do you guys think?
Because Batman is in Suicide Squad, obviously. The trailer, they show him on the roof of the car.
Yep.
And I don't know if he's going to be in the whole movie. That could be before when Joker, because I heard that Joker is going to be, like,
He's gonna be the villain.
yeah, I don't know about the villain.
No,
but
he's not.
I heard he's not going to be in the whole movie. He's only, like, in a small portion. So,
You think,
that's what I heard.
you think it's all in his mind?
I mean, it could be. I don't
I
know.
hate that. It's such a cop out.
It is.
All in his head.
Well, it's who's doing the next Justice League movies?
Zack Snyder.
again?
No, Zack Snyder is.
Dude, everything's gonna be a dream sequence.
Yeah,
It's
Zack
all
Snyder.
gonna be-
He's pretty much just running.
Zack
all-
Snyder, do us all a favor and just
Like Zack. Alright, see, like with Zack Snyder.
Christopher Nolan's coming back.
There's the doors.
Don't worry.
Zack Snyder's a good visionary director. He knows how to make action shots, and he knows how to make the fights look pretty.
All right. So we're talking about Zack Snyder, how he really shouldn't do the next 2 films.
Yeah.
Take like
But he is. He's already.
should take a 2-year break or something.
Yeah.
Go to Hawaii and
Take-
figure out how to make movies.
Yeah, or call Christopher Nolan up and like.
Yeah,
just,
yeah.
God damn it.
People were saying they want George Miller to direct Justice League, but I don't know if a lot of people are aware. But like back in the day, he was actually gonna make a Justice League movie, and they released
He was?
they released the concept art for Wonder Woman, and I'm not gonna lie, it was pretty awful. But
I really would.
Yeah, it was pretty bad.
I wouldn't want George Miller to do anything else other than Mad Max.
Yeah,
So,
just
like,
Mad
just
Max.
go make 4 more Mad Max.
Yeah,
or make it Happy
Mad
Feet.
Max.
Just
He made Happy Feet. Does anyone remember that?
Mad Max and Happy Feet.
And Babe.
And Babe, yeah.
The movie about the pig. Directed that.
Yeah.
And wrote it.
Like, see, with Zach,
What's odd?
he's a good visionary
Yeah.
director. He knows how to make movies look pretty. I mean, look at 300,
Yeah.
look at Watchmen. But he doesn't know how to be a director.
No, especially
You know what I mean?
especially one where you have a shared universe where you have to tie in multiple movies and
Yeah,
storylines.
it's-
Like that's tough to do, and Marvel's
just too much on his plate.
yeah. If you think about how many movies were there standalones before the first Avengers?
There's Iron Man.
Iron Man had
Captain
what,
America
2
one.
or 1.
No, yeah, there was two.
There's
Two Iron
Iron
Mans. Captain America had at least 1.
Thor.
Thor had at least 1.
Hulk.
The Hulk had at least. Well, it wasn't
Yeah,
with Mark Ruffalo, but
Edward Norton.
regardless, there was still.
Edward.
That's 5.
Five.
That's 5 movies. That's a lot.
That's yeah, and like even like the first one.
There was no Batman standalone.
And like the first Iron Man, Captain America, Thor, like they felt like their own movies. They didn't really feel like they were trying to tie in with like the
And it
Avengers.
was easier
Yeah,
to
it felt like
tie in.
this is a movie about Captain America.
They-
He's being Captain America.
They stuck true to the character, like 90-95%. They found great people. I mean, Robert Downey Jr. is Iron Man.
Yeah.
He is Tony Stark. And they went along with it.
With
and
this
they're like,
one, it's
let's
like-
share the universes.
It's like Batman versus Superman. Oh, there's also Wonder Woman. Oh, there's also the
It's
Flash.
like they're
There's
trying
Aquaman.
too
You're like,
hard.
Fuck you, man.
They're trying
Why
to.
are you adding so many superheroes?
They should have just grew a pair of balls and like
Call it Justice League.
yeah.
Just do it.
They should have just like
Yeah,
fuck
Batman
everything,
versus
just make a
Superman.
Justice League movie. You
Yeah,
guys
you
instead
got 3 of them already.
yeah, they should have just jumped the gun. Like if they wanted to make Justice League movie
Yeah,
straight.
just-
They did no
but they didn't,
introductions.
but they didn't.
Get Henry Cavill again to play Superman, Ben Affleck, and get Storm in
They
there.
gotta get that money.
Standalone movie, boom.
Henry Cavill's such a great Superman.
And like I was saying like earlier,
Yeah,
like
he's great.
a lot of people are giving him stuff because
Shed.
yeah, no, yeah,
He's a good-looking dude.
Yeah.
God damn.
No, yeah, no.
He's huge. His and Batman, like just good-looking guys.
no, yes, yeah, definitely. But like I was saying, like a lot of people are giving him
He didn't even
shit.
say anything. He just keep on doing it.
Yeah.
Keep interrupting. Go ahead.
That's good. A lot of people give him shit because they think he's really wooden as Superman. But like, I feel like that's not his fault though. I feel like it's more of the script of what they give him. Because if anyone's seen him act, a good movie you should watch. I mean, it's an okay movie, but The Man from U.N.C.L.E.
I saw that on
Yeah.
the plane.
He has a
while ago.
lot of personality in that movie. He has a lot of charm. He has a charisma. He can act. You know, he's
Yeah,
a good
he can act.
actor.
Just give him like.
But they just don't give him what they need to make him a relatable Superman. And like,
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
Yeah.
And just
I don't think it's his fault. He can act though. He can.
Superman in general. Just, I mean, everyone kind of looks at Superman like he kind of does his own thing. No matter what he thinks is right, he's gonna do. And
Yeah, no one can stop him.
I didn't get the whole like trying to sabotage Superman.
Oh,
Do you remember that? The basically, Lois goes to like.
Those stuff stick with
Yeah, I totally forgot about this. Lois goes to like Nairobi, and she gets like like people like start dying, and like a bullet enters her journal, right? And people like frame Superman. Why would Superman shoot people? I don't understand that. Why would he's not gonna shoot people? He'll break their necks and use heat vision before anything. Like you're trying to frame Superman. I don't understand.
He's got heat vision.
That whole trying to frame Superman, make him look like a bad guy with Lex Luthor and the senator. I think that whole thing was just
They didn't. The
dumb.
whole Lex Luthor trying to frame was not necessary. They could have just kept the whole senator thing with the whole.
Yeah.
He killed all these people. Should we really need? They should have just run with that.
Right? It was
There's, in my personal, I feel like it was like a solid 4 to 5 different films in that movie.
Yeah.
There was one with Superman trying to like they don't know if they need him or not. There was Lex Luthor doing this thing with the whole Doomsday. And
Batman all pissed off.
Batman trying to get vengeance on him. There was so many different flicks in that
Even
movie.
Lois Lane had her own like side thing, which I thought was just it was too much.
Yeah.
Oh, and Lois loves getting herself in these situations where Superman needs to save her.
Yeah.
And the one thing, like the one weapon that could be they could use to like kill people. Yeah, instead of like here, Batman or Superman, take care of this. You might need it. I'm gonna throw it in the fucking water and then go after it. Try basically almost die.
Almost drown.
Superman has to like
Stop
help her
fighting
again,
Doomsday.
and Superman almost dies trying to get it out. Lois is so stupid in this movie, God.
Yeah. Stop fucking shit up.
Honestly, what do you do? Stop! Just, oh my
I'm gonna
God.
fly you away and I'm gonna put you in fucking Montana.
She just
you're
stay
not
there.
Get anywhere near
She
the
just
city.
love like messing things up, man. I thought.
Maybe that was her
Do you guys
problem.
think Batman and Superman like made up too quickly?
Yeah. It was quick.
I felt like that was gonna happen.
You
So
think so?
I really wasn't surprised.
Because he's about to kill him, and he's like Martha, and he's like, "Why did you say her name? That's my
Yeah.
mother's name." And then they like change scenes to like Doomsday, like whatever, like the whole lightning thing, and like Wonder Woman, and they go back and then they're like,
they're,
"All right,
they're,
well,
hug- they're hugging it.
they're
out.
hugging it out, basically.
quick.
Let's get to work."
It's quick.
How would that happen?
Like
No
they were
dialogue,
just
no
throwing
nothing?
it down, just. And I honestly felt like the whole fight could have been avoided completely. Like I understand, like when Superman gets there, he's trying to explain to Bruce, like, "Hey, no," but Bruce is not having it. I feel like he would get tried a little bit harder, be like, "Yo, they have my mom. I need your help." Boom.
Yeah.
But the whole fight could have been avoided. I'm glad it didn't because it was a cool fight.
That was a great.
It was a
fight.
really good fight.
And when Batman hits him with the whole kryptonite grenade and he starts like being immortal, that's when it's just like mano a mano.
Yeah.
Who's the better fighter? Now who's better stronger? And of course Batman's a better fighter.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's trained that his whole life.
Superman gets his power.
There's a
And
really
Superman gets his power back and
he's
he's just
punching
like,
him.
I was about to say that.
He's like going like that. and his
There's a
face
really
starts
cool
like-
scene when that happens.
Oh,
like
shit.
he's
Where he's
weak.
punching him?
He's
Yeah, and he's
Oh
slowly
yeah,
starts
Batman's
to
like
power
punches
back.
Superman's getting, and then like he
It
gets his
starts to
power
step
back,
back.
and then
And he like backs up like, "Oh damn, I took him, my bad."
oh, I didn't know the grenade. Chill, the grenade.
Chill out, man. I'm just playing.
Fucking
Yo,
around,
that'd
man.
be cool, right? Oh, man, that was great. What are you
I
saying?
forgot to bring it up, but did you guys like how they even brought up Kryptonite? Like the way they introduced it. I had a problem with it because, like,
Maybe not
why
really.
was it in the ship? Like they never mentioned it in Man of Steel. Like why was this randomly in the ship? Because they found
I mean,
it.
I guess, like,
That's a
it's-
good point.
You know?
I mean, because you just have suspicion of disbelief, I guess. Like, the kryptonite is just, it's from the planet, so, I mean, there's bound to just have kryptonite somewhere. I mean,
Yeah, but you don't have something that can kill Kryptonians just
that makes
All right,
sense.
like
'cause,
laying.
yeah.
Why would you need that?
In Man of Steel, like when Superman gets captured by Zod, he goes on a ship and he starts freaking out and he passes out.
Right.
That's not because of
Kryptonite.
It's not. It's not. It's just because the ship's atmosphere is different from Earth and he's not used to it.
Ship's atmosphere is Kryptonian.
Yeah. And
he's
if,
not
it,
used
if
to
it was like there was kryptonite, they all would have been on the ground. So like I just don't understand like why there was randomly kryptonite. Like they never
That's so
explained.
true.
You know what I mean? It was just
Especially
there.
a big nug like
It's
that.
just
that they
there.
found.
I don't know. Like I said, they just threw that in, and I don't even think they needed it. They could have come up with something. There's other ways to make Superman weak. It's not
Honestly.
just kryptonite.
Yeah.
Yep,
How we use kryptonite.
It's always kryptonite.
every time.
There's other things to do.
Because you really couldn't have Superman fight Batman without kryptonite.
Oh, no,
Like,
not at
what
all.
was he gonna...
Yeah, there's no way. It's
Like-
it's not gonna work out.
I mean, the same thing happened to Dark Knight Returns. The graphic novel in the movie, like he's literally just buying time. He's getting his ass kicked, but he's buying time just to get the kryptonite arrow from Green Arrow. And
yeah,
that's how
he shoots it
yeah.
and then he starts to beat the shit out of
And
him.
he beats the shit out of him. Yeah.
That was great. Oh god, I just saw that.
Yeah, I did.
Like-
I saw it. I saw it yesterday.
That was good.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, man, it was entertaining. I would definitely want to see it again. I heard it's already got like 92 million
Oh, yeah.
for opening night. But just I'm really curious as to see where they go on from this because it's just not. I don't know. I think they reached too far and they didn't connect. I think.
I hope Zach and everyone literally can sit down and like reevaluate everything.
Take your
Try
time.
to listen to
Yeah,
what
take
the
your
fans
time.
are talking about.
Because that's exactly what Marvel with Deadpool did. They took their time,
Yeah, especially
listened
Deadpool.
to it, and they nailed Deadpool exactly who he is. And man, was it a success!
Yeah.
Hopefully, they do the same thing with the next Justice League movies, the standalone Wonder Woman, Aquaman, all that stuff. Suicide Squad 2, maybe I'm not sure if that's gonna be tied in or not, somewhat because Batman's in there. But yeah, overall 6 out of 10 for me.
Yeah, what was it, 7
Seven.
out of 10.
7 out of 10, but I would go watch it.
Go watch
Definitely,
it.
it's
Definitely
a
watch
it's
it.
a good theater movie.
Definitely.
It really, like
Yeah,
it'll keep you
it's
entertained,
really
and
entertaining.
hopefully it makes you more of a DC fan. You maybe you go out there and voice your opinion as well. Again, leave comments below if you guys want to just leave us a comment, tell us what you think, whether you agree or disagree with us, what your final rating is. If you want to mention anything that we missed, we'll be gladly to hit you guys back with a follow us on Twitter and Facebook as well. We'll definitely hit you guys back. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Steven, any last comments?
Nah, thanks for watching, guys. Hope
Jim?
you enjoyed
Yeah,
it.
man. Thanks for watching, guys. It was
All
nice.
right, thanks for watching Strike Team Alpha Gaming. We hope to see you guys for the next movie review, and also stay tuned for a game review coming up. It's going to be Far Cry Primal.
No.
All right, we'll see you guys.
Be safe.